How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I'm live at YouTube because I want to address some few people that they're really strong and they're really brave to comment, but they are cowards to show their faces. I want to address some few people, and I want to read what these people are arguing that is not an invasion, first of all. That this is a normal migration. That they're fighting to get their land back from the whites or Americans. And pretty much they don't know what I stand for. And I will wait a little bit for these people to log in. I know who they are. I would love to see them right here in Tijuana to have a little talk, as Mexicans do. And I will just elaborate what all these Caravan has brought to my city, to the country of Mexico that I live in, to the country that I work in, I pay taxes, to the country that my family's established, and to the country that I defend, because I am Mexican, 100% Mexican, born in Tijuana. For everybody that doesn't know, right there, born in Tijuana, right here, Mexican, 100%. My hero, my idol, Emiliano Zapata. All the Mexicans know him. Tierra y Libertad. First Mexico. After I start, I want to elaborate everything for all these confused people that they don't know what the International Pact of Immigration is. And they're defending Hispanics. Hispanics are defending people that they're damaging the sovereignty of Mexico. They're damaging your country. Where are you from? You're defending people that I will read to you right now what they have done in the country of Mexico, where you were born, where your ancestors were born. The land that you have to defend. Not America. I'm not American. I'm not a U.S. citizen. Americans are defending their land. Go ahead. I'm defending mine. I'm defending Mexico. I'm defending Tijuana. That's what I am over here. That's where I am at over here. If you don't like it, get out. I will wait a little bit for the feed to go on. Really, I just want to address some few pointers. And it's not ignoring the trolls. They're not trolls. They're people that they're not informed. They're not informed of what is going on. They see a guy that is trying to prevent people from coming in. He's not hurting anybody. And you immediately put him in the face of racist. You don't even know how Chiapas is getting invaded. And you don't even know how many Mexicans are doing exactly what he's doing in the border of Chiapas. And they're getting killed. You don't even know that. Read. Read, youngster. Read. How's everybody doing? For the people that they're just joining because of this scandal that is going on of conservative Anthony, they're accusing him of racist and terrorist. I want to elaborate a little bit to all the Hispanic community. What is the United Nations Pact and how it's affecting our country, Mexico? I'm not in the United States. I'm over here in Mexico. I'm over here. I live over here in Mexico. I'm not over there. Just to make this clear, my name is Oscar Blue. I've been a broadcaster for more than 9.5 years, going on 10. And I got involved with the movement of this invasion and this migration that it was called migration. It was called a caravan at first. And now, what is it? What do you guys think it is? I'm directing myself to all the Hispanics and all the Mexicans, the real Mexicans. The real Mexicans. I'm directing myself right now to Hispanics and Mexicans. With all respect, me quito el sombrero para todos los que somos mexicanos. Todos los que somos mexicanos y que somos patriotas de Cora. I'm talking to you guys right now. So you guys can learn a little bit of what is going on with this International Pact of Immigration. I will elaborate right now. The International Pact of Immigration is a pact between a lot of countries. Unfortunately, Mexico signed it in 2015 with a piece of crap president that we used to have, that is Enrique Peña Nieto. He signed it in 2015. You know who else was signing it? Obama. Obama signed it. Just for all the Mexicans and all the Hispanics, to get it clear, the number one president that has deported more Hispanics in the history of the United States is Obama. Yeah, but he had like the Dreamers and he was deporting more Mexicans in the history of America. He's the one that has deported more Hispanics. And the one that never reported to Homeland Security how much entrance of illegals it was in that period of his administration. You guys don't know, but he was making a full lot of money with all the private prisons like CCA, GEOs, MCCs, and all those places that a lot of Mexicans have served time for crossing illegally to get a better life. Is the number one president that has deported more Mexicans in the history of the United States. Just to start. Just for you guys to be like, oh man, you know, Obama, my butt, man. Obama is a piece of you know what. He deported more Mexicans in the history of the United States. Get it clear. So, he was the one with Peña Nieto holding hands and signing this international pact. Now, directing myself to Mexicans and Hispanics, you know our history. You know how much we have suffered in all our lives. In all our lives, you know how much we have suffered. You know how much our corrupt government has taken advantage of us. I have an example right here on my back that he fought for the land of the poor and against the government. My idol, right here, my hero, on my back. You know how much we have suffered. Now, to elaborate a little bit, we have this dream that one day Mexico will be a number one class country. We have this dream. So Peña Nieto signed this pact in 2015 with Obama. He got it. He left it right there to be signed in the new administration. In the new administration, who was it? AMLO. And it was going to be whether Trump or Hillary. So if Hillary would have won, the pact would have been complete. But Hillary didn't win. Trump won. So how many countries signed this pact? 154. Do you know how many countries are suffering because of this? In Europe, the majority of them. Do you know how many countries have pulled out of this international pact? A lot of them. Chile, Brazil, Australia, New Zealand. Why? Because it's a piece of crap pact. And why? I will tell you exactly why. So this pact is designed for what? It has 23 points. Check it out. 23 points. The pact has 23 points. And what are the 23 points in favor of the migrants say? If you sign this pact, AMLO came in and Marcelo Ebrard, that is the the person in charge for international relations, was the one that went on the 11th of December to Marrakech, Morocco, and signed it. We're in the pact. Mexico's in the pact. Canada's in the pact. The one that didn't sign the pact, who was it? Trump. He said, "A hell with this. A hell with this migration. A hell with this. Everybody from the south is gonna come in, and you're gonna hit me from the north. Hell, I don't have the money to take care of all these people." Does Mexico, with all that we've been suffering, has the money to maintain all these people? Let's just elaborate as Mexicans that we have a lot of pride of being Mexican. A lot of pride. That's the number one thing, pride. Mexico para los mexicanos. Isn't that right? If you're Mexican. First Mexicans, right? So, we got into this pact. And they start migrating. The caravans start coming. Do you know how many poor people are in Mexico? 68 million. 28 million in critical condition. I will tell you how it is. These people from El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, they're suffering too. But let us just go on Google. You know, Mexicans, please. Let's just elaborate on the subject. Go on Google and do this. Which are the violent cities? Which are the number 5 violent cities in the world? Which are they? And you will see that we got 4 cities on the top 5. Tijuana, where I live, is number 1. Ciudad Victoria is number 2, or Acapulco. Venezuela is number 3. Caracas is number 3. Another one is Ciudad Victoria or Acapulco, is between those two. And number 5 is Juarez. Now, all right, we got 5 cities on the top 10. We got 15 on the top 50. Is the country that has more violence and delinquency in the world. Now get the brain going. If we are number 1 and we got 4 cities on the top 5 and we got 5 cities on the top 10 and we got 15 cities on the top 50, where is San Pedro Sula then? Where is it? Because as we talk, priorities is the number 1 thing in Mexico. We need to take care of first of our people. I think so, right? The indigenous, that they're taking over their land in Chiapas, the poor people in Chiapas, in Tabasco, in Oaxaca, Ciudad de Mexico with 33 million citizens and they don't know what to do with them. Violence going on in Ciudad de Mexico, Guerrero, the killings in Michoacan, Guadalajara, really violent. You go to Mazatlan, Sinaloa, the cartels. So the psychology of us is first take care of our country, right? That will be like right here. So where is San Pedro Sula in this top 10, top 15? They're not even on the top 20. They're on the 24. You're going to respond to me, yeah, but their population is small. So Tijuana is, how small is Tijuana from San Pedro Sula? So these people are running away from what? Fear, violence, gang violence, and delinquency. Where does that leave us? Mexicans don't qualify for asylum, but where does that leave us? First of all, where does that leave us? Now, let's not go forward a little bit. Let's slow down. Okay? So we are in this pact. What does this pact says? Listen to this. First of all, we have to take care of the migrants. Every single one of them that comes, Angola, Africa, South America, Europe, the majority from Africa, all these people that they're coming, from the door to Chiapas, we need to take care of them. We, federal government, we, taxes, we, Mexicans. The land that your ancestors were born. That's the land. This guy that fought for the Mexicans, for the poor, for the indigenous. That land. So we need to take care of them. What is take care of them? Pay medical care, school, housing, everything they need before they make themselves feel comfortable and safe to migrate to the place that they want to migrate. Where is this place? The United States. So all of those things, we have to take care of them. Now, second, which are the 4 things that they have to migrate? Watch this. You got to come in peacefully, documented, and with a purpose. You tell me, Mexicans, Hispanics, tell me the first time that you saw that in Telemundo, whatever the crap that is, Univision and Telemundo, there's fake news, that you saw that, didn't you feel in your stomach when they were throwing rocks at our door and they were hurting the police officers and they were rushing our border and they were yelling at us and mistreating our women and our children as they were entering? Didn't you feel a little bit bad with the first caravan? So I want to ask you a question. Did they enter peacefully? No. Are they showing documents of who is coming? No. Or they are coming with a purpose? You don't even know which purpose they want. If they want to stay in Mexico, or they want to move up to the north. So, they're violating their own pact. Now, these are the things that have been happening for all these Hispanics that they're saying that I'm racist and I am terrorist and that I'm licking the white boots of the white people. I'm for my people, for Mexico. Look at this. I will show you how much violence and delinquency went up in Ciudad Hidalgo. These are facts. These are facts. Do you guys know that the indigenous in Ciudad Hidalgo, that is Chiapas, their land they took away their land? Because their land was not given by the government. It was just, I'll let you borrow it. So they took it away. Guess who's living in it? Do you think that's fair? That these people from Central America are living in that land? Not only that, in this migration they have killed 4 federal officers. Not only that, they have killed innocent people, shoplifted, raped women, and trafficked children. And the International Pact of Immigration says that they have to show DNA testing for the kids that they're coming with. Do you know how many kids were found in the border of El Paso, Nogales, and Tijuana in Mexicali without their parents? In February. Only in February. 7,946. 7,000 facts, man. Facts. Facts. 7,946. Where are these kids going? Where did they have them? They send them back, a lot of them, and a lot of them they have them on the DIF. You know DIF. Hispanics and Mexicans, you know DIF. You know what's up with DIF. So, I will read you how many incidents had happened in this period of this migration. I will show you right now. First, the LGTB arrived. That's the lesbian, gay, transsexual, bisexual. It was the first caravan that arrived in Tijuana. Do you know where they arrived? They were suffering and they were running for violence and delinquency. They rented a villa that it cost so much money. An Airbnb. Do you know where they are? Nobody knows. Why? Second, they established themselves in Playas de Tijuana, in my city. The citizens of Playas, I had it with them, and they kicked them out. Mexicans kicked them out from there because they were defecating. They were taking the businesses in Playas and the whole pier. It was going down 95%. And not only that, they were shoplifting the businesses. So the citizens came to an agreement, came together, went over there and kicked them out. They kicked them out. Third, they had a riot at the border. I record that. I remember there's a video right there. Do you know why? Because every time they were trying to cross illegally through the port of entry and they were closing the border, so it was affecting Mexicans that they want to cross to work to the United States. All the people in Tijuana were mad as hell because it was affecting their economy. Not only that, the businesses in the border, doctors, dentists, hot dog stands, taxi drivers, all the las que venden artesanías, the people that sell Mexican curios, those people, they were affected 95% to 100% because their border was closed. So imagine what they do. They got together and kicked them out. For the people, they're calling me racist or fascist. 4, they were immediately moved to a field, a baseball field. 6,000 of them. 6,000 of them in the first shelter. They were complaining about that first shelter. And the violence and delinquency in that particular part went up 15% when they got there. Because we don't know who's in there. We don't know who's in there. Really, we don't. 4, they were violating their own pact of immigration. The pact says that if they want to stay and migrate, they need to stay away 30 miles from the perimeter of the border. Do you know how far it was from the border? Half a block. Jump Street. You got them right there. Do you know how many people in Mexico, Mexicans, Tijuanenses, were affected by that particular caravan right there? Their businesses flooded 100%. No winnings. There were people that couldn't get out of their house because they were telling them, we own this street. They got them another shelter. They moved into another shelter called El Barretal. And the other shelter in El Barretal, they were instigating and causing exactly the same problems. And in the other shelter, that it was the one that I told you, they were instigating and they were not moving. They say, we want a shelter. We want a shelter with a good roof, good food, good things for us. Do you know how many Mexicans are deported Mexicans? Do you know how many were living at a park without a single bathroom? Portable toilets, single bathroom, not even one. They were living in tents with no medical assistance, no water, no food from the Marines that these people were having every day. Messed up, don't you think? That we have deported Mexicans, thousands of them, and they're not helping them. Do you know how many days the shelters in Tijuana help the immigrants that they get deported from Mexico, from the United States, I'm sorry? They tell the deported Mexicans, you can stay here from 15 to 20 days. But the people from Central America, there's no time limit. There is none. Do you think that's fair? For your own people, for the 60 million that they're poor. Do you think that our president needs to focus on his country? Focus the money, the money that we have. All the millions that we're spending. All the food, all the clothing, all the transportation, all the education. All of this is not spending on our children, on our kids, on Mexico, on your country that is Mexico. We're spending it on other people that they're in the number 24 of violence and delinquency. And we have 15 cities on the top 50, and we're not spending it on security and on education and our economy and to get the salary up. We're not spending it on that. We're spending it on immigrants. Do you think that's fair? Let me read you another one. A lot of them didn't want to move from those shelters. Why? Do you imagine why? Because they were saying that the Institutional National of Immigration from Mexico, they wanted to take a picture and throw it to Trump. So, the ones that were staying on that street, so let me recap of what is going on. It's been going on for all these 7 months. So you guys that are accusing me of racist, let me get it to your head. All these Hispanics and Mexicans, come on, man. I live over here. And I know people from Chiapas that they're defending the same thing. They're damaging our sovereignty, man. They're killing our women, raping our women. And they're entering with violence and delinquency. Don't you guys see the videos in Mapastepec right now that is a part of Chiapas? You guys don't see those videos in Mapastepec? How they're throwing and hurting people and federal officers? These are not our people. The ones that you saw in El Paso, they're not Mexican. They're not. Read and get it through your head. They were not Mexican. They were from Central America. Those are the ones that they've been invading. Do you know how many illegals of Central America enter in February and in March? 100,000. When have you seen Mexicans go in like that? Put heat on the border like that? Claim asylum like that? Hurt the border like that? Don't you think that the first ones that need to have asylum and the permit to work are us? Don't you guys think that? That because we're close to the United States, we have the right to be the ones that we have been in that country for longest of time. We have a lot of family that lives on that country illegally, but is working hard to get the opportunity for one day to get the permit to work and do things right. And now they almost get them the TPS, that is the temporarily protection status. That is a permit for people from Central America. Don't you think that is a backstab to Mexican people? That I will read you right now. You know when the last time that we had an amnesty? Do you know the last time that we had an amnesty? I will read you the last time that it was 1986. 1986. Since the last time that Mexico had an amnesty in the United States. The United States did an amnesty. 1986. Don't you think that we deserve another opportunity? How do you think this looks on us? That we're letting them in because of this international pact. Don't you think that we Mexicans deserve the right to migrate more quicker and not wait 7 to 10 years? Why these people are first cutting in the line de las tortillas? Why? We've been waiting for our opportunity to go over there and migrate. But these people are cutting in line, claiming the asylum that they are suffering, and our country has 15 cities on the top 50. What's up with that? Tell me, you guys tell me that. Why are we spending pesos on people that they're not our people? I'm not racist. I'm just being what it is. It is what it is, man. First Mexico, second Mexico, and third Mexico. It is what it is. Why are we not spending money on the poor people on our country that we got 60 million and 28 million in critical condition? Man, I got so much evidence for you guys. Look at this one. They elaborated a Pacific march, manifestation, a march that it was Pacific. You saw what happened, right? Do you know that they violated their own law because they cannot do a march to the border if you're not from this country? But they didn't care. They marched to that country. They tried to rush the border. Do you know how many millions Tijuana lost that day because they closed the border for 6 hours? How many millions and how many people got affected? The line, how slow it was? How many people that they crossed every day to the United States? Do you know that? Am I racist because I'm defending my country? Am I racist? Mexico, I'm Mexican. I'm 100% Mexican. I was born over here. You ain't gotta tell me, I live over here in Texas and I'm Mexican and you're just, idiota. You're defending Trump. No, I'm defending Mexico. And the people that you saw on the video that Anthony was kind of stopping, they're not from Mexico. They're from Central America. What are you guys talking about? They bum rushed the border that day and the border got closed. Now another one. They did a hunger strike on the pedestrian entrance. Do you know how much money they lost right there, all the businesses and the taxi drivers? I got videos of that. I got footage of that. 90 to 100% it went down. 90 to 100%. Because of the hunger strike. No Mexicans, people from Central America. No Mexicans, people from Central America. You're Mexican, if you used to work and if you would work the border, you were a taxi driver in December when it's, Christmas time and la posadas and, you go into your mom's and el pavo and the tamales and all that stuff. And you ain't getting the kids for Christmas and you ain't getting nothing because of these people protesting a hunger strike on the border. And all these families, they didn't care about these families. El respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. The respect for other human rights is the peace. You want me to respect yours, but you're not respecting mine when you're coming into my country, into my border. Isn't that right? Now, not only that, it went up 75% on the detentions on illegal entrance for the Border Patrol that it got overwhelmed in between December and January. 75%. Do you know how many tourist visas got denied between November and February? More than 78% of them got denied. Tourist visas Mexicans that they want to get their tourist visa to go shopping, to go to the mall, to go to Chula Vista, Pearl Beach, to go to Disneyland, to go to whatever. If they want to work, whatever. They got denied because of this caravan. Because of the high percentage of them getting detained illegally in the United States. So the American consulate was like, no visas for nobody, man. Do you know that? Did you know that they were charging at every shelter that one of them, that they were, remember that I told you they were kind of owing, they were saying to everybody that they owned the street. They didn't want to move from the street. So the government said, okay, we'll get you a shelter, man. Which shelter you want? Yes, we want a shelter, but we want a bus. Because every time that we want to move to protest or manifest, we want a bus and we want a specific driver that we can trust. Imagine that. Not even Mexicans get that right, man. When the hell? What the hell? You guys are talking about a person that is racist and me racist, and you're not checking the facts. Check the facts. What is going on right now? So, they put them in that shelter. Do you know what they were doing? They were charging 10 pesos to charge their phone to their own people. And they were trafficking the clothing and the donations outside so they can sell it. Do you know how many organizations from America came, these radicals, to instigate the federal government and to cause problems in our city in Tijuana? Antifas, Rapid Response, BAMs, and all these organizations that they came to that particular place. They were instigating, we're not getting out, because they wanted to move. The government said it's going to be foreclosure. This shelter doesn't have the things to be a shelter. Do you know how many of these organizations from America have come? Do you guys know that? I know what you guys are talking about. There's a lot of Americans that come and live over here. A lot of them, they're running for misdemeanors and warrants. That is wrong too. We need to put something on our border for our protection, for the protection of Tijuana citizens, people from Nogales, gente de Piedras Negras, Matamoros, Nuevo León. Because a lot of Americans, they're coming over here too. And a lot of them, they come over here to buy medicine, to go to the doctor, to go to the dentist. So it's not fair on both sides, right? It's not fair on both sides because Americans want to be we're strict with us. That, hey, you know what? You're illegal. You need to do this. Okay, Americans, you need to bring some passport. Something that shows that you can come in and out. And if you want to live over here, you need to have the particular permits to live. 1.5 million live around Baja California. Americans. So, we're talking about rights. Let's get us straight first. So they were in this particular shelter, and all these instigators and activists were there, and we're anarchists against the government. You know, this Americans coming to our country to instigate people that aren't even they're not even from our country, causing all these problems and scaring people from their neighborhood, from our neighborhood. Do you think that's fair? 7 days they were on strike. People, Mexican people, they were living around there. They couldn't get anything. No food. They couldn't go to groceries, water. Kids to school. There was a particular school in that corner. Do you know what they were doing? They were going in their bathrooms and doing their necessities, watching kids. Do you know that? Do you think that is fair? But I'm racist, right? Because I stand for my people. I'm racist. So, one of them lost his life because he drowned, tried to cross the river, tried to cross the sea. Where's human rights? Other two got killed. Youngsters, Because instead of cashing in the check that their parents sent them from the United States, and to get for them, because supposedly human rights are supposed to be taking care of the minors, and this was 2 minors. These 2 minors went and cashed in the check, and they went to the prostitute in Tijuana. The prostitute take advantage of them, and the cartel killed them. And they stole the check out. Later on they got arrested. They got arrested. I'm so happy for that. But they killed an immigrant. So where is all these coming? Where's the security for all the immigrants? There's none. We're not prepared. Our president said that Mexico is a third world secure country. We're not secure. How can we secure? We got 15 cities on the top 50. Where in the hell are you guys getting your stats? How in the hell are you calling me racist? When I'm living over here, you're living over there on the other side in America. What the hell are you talking about? The hell out of here. You don't live over here. You don't pay the Mexican tax money. The hell you're talking about? Me racist because I support the security of Mexico and first Mexico and first Mexicans and first Tijuana and first Tijuanenses? So that's how you calling me racist right now? The hell are you talking about? Not only that, a terrorist came to our town. He organized a little rally and he went to the American consulate. Look what this guy did. The American consulate that day worked half a day. A lot of people that they had the appointments to get their tourist visa, it got canceled because of this guy. They had his little, clique of 250, 300 people. This guy, look what he did. He goes to the consulate and he had a letter that he didn't even show to everybody. He just showed it to the press before he got to the consulate. And right there was all the press in the consulate waiting for him, and they were asking them, hey, show us the letter. Get it out of the manila envelope and show it. No, I'm not going to show it to you. Why? Because it was a lie. But before he showed it to everybody saying, if you don't open your doors, Trump, we demand that you open your doors because it's our right to migrate. Look at that. When have you seen Mexicans going at the government of the United States and telling them it's my right? When have you seen that? So this guy ordered Trump to open their borders, and if he doesn't open their borders, he demands that President Trump takes away the president, Juan Orlando, from Honduras. And if he doesn't do that in 72 hours, guess what? He doesn't even know what's going to happen. It was a threat. But before that, you know what he said? That he wanted $50,000 for each immigrant. When have you seen a Mexican do that to the United States? When? You tell me when we have lowered ourselves to that standard. When? Another one. 14 migrants, they try to burn the international building of immigration in Mexicali. 14 of them. 2 of them were minors. They try to burn the whole building up. What kind of people do we have that they try to burn the building up? Not only that, they don't want to check themselves medically. So you had in that particular shelter, do you know what they had? They had 4 people with AIDS. And they had 16 people with tuberculosis. Why you don't want to get checked? If you're migrating, you and I, we know as Mexicans, if we migrate to the United States and they say, hey, let me get a blood test. Damn, I'm going to fail it, but I'm going to test dirty, but I'm going to do it. Why don't they get checked? Who are they to say no? Do they have an advantage of us? Are they first than us? Do they have more rights than Mexicans to go first to get a migration permit. Another one. There's a lot of trafficking of children, and we got evidence. Just so you guys know what this caravan is bringing. They're bringing American lawyers to work over here. I got it on film. These American lawyers, they're fixing marriages, fake marriages, to cross them illegally through the United States. What does that have to do with us? They're violating the Constitution of Mexico. I will read it to you right now. Article 33. Where you at? Right here. Article 33 of the Political Constitution of the United Mexican States. Here we go. Provides that the executive branch shall have the exclusive power to expel from national territory without the need to a prior court ruling any alien whose continued presence in them's inexpedient and works illegally in the country. So, they're violating our Constitution. These Americans, they're coming over here to my country. They're bringing heat to the border. They're creating fake marriages. They're creating fake families. And they don't care about our Constitution. They don't care about our law. They don't care about nobody. They're fixing their own things. It's like a human market right there. Do you agree with that? Am I racist for exposing that? These people are suffering. Where are the Mexican people at? If we got 15 cities on the top 50 of violence and delinquency, where are we at? Who pays attention to us? Do you think that's fair? Not only that, man, I'm not done with you. Hold on a second. Do you know how many riots has been going on over there in Chiapas? Do you know how many Africans there over there? How many Cubans? How many Central Americans? Do you know that they try to traffic children right here at this organization that is called Caravan Support Network? It was a guy by the name of River Dorothy, and he tried to traffic a kid for 12 years old. We got the evidence. Do you know how much it hurt that migrant that he believed that he was married to another person and he was going to get the chance to claim the political asylum? He's hurt. Do you know that there's a Guatemala guy that he was, there's a pastor that he gave him his trust to be the security guy at the shelter, and this guy was trafficking children and minors. Do you know this Guatemala guy was saying to the minors from his own country, from Central America, he was saying, don't pay me, just with sex, and I will cross you over. Do you think that is so right to bring it to our country? We have enough of that. Don't you think so? We have enough of that. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? They're violating our women in Chiapas. Do you know they're taking our land in Chiapas? Have you heard people from Chiapas? I'm talking to you Mexicans from El Paso, from New Mexico, from all these parts that they are calling me racist. Do you know do you live in the States? Shut up. Do you live in the States? You don't live over here. You're not full Mexican. If you want to be full Mexican and talking about another Mexican, come and help your land where your ancestors were born. If you're talking S about us. Do you know how many women they're raping? Do you know how many kids are violating? Do you know how many children they're getting trafficked? Do you know how many drugs they're trafficking? Do you know their mentality and their ideology is to invade Mexico and invade the United States? Not only that, I will read you a post that a guy from Central America wrote. Just for you guys to get the facts straight. Do you guys know that the indigenous, they're taking their land? Do you guys know that they don't respect no authority, no institutional national immigration, no federal officers, no nobody? Even if the president stood there and they told them stop, they don't respect nobody. Look, the other day I posted this. Look at this. I'm going to show you what I posted on my page. And you Mexicans, you guys are criticizing, and you open your mouth. Look. The caravan is moving without no mercy and is entering by force, and they're baiting El Paso, Texas, without no respect to the people of Juarez, our people in Juarez. They're invading Juarez, and it's impressive how this problem is not a problem to our government. I'm talking about Mexico. With this post, there was a guy from Center America that he said this on that post. So you guys realize what kind of mentality, not all of the migrants. I'm saying not all of the migrants are bad, because a lot of them are good. A lot of families are good, but they need to come into the right door. Why our families from Mexico are not getting exactly the same help as them? Do you know how many families in Mexico are suffering that they really want the political asylum? And they're not getting the help that they're getting. And the people that they're talking about, Anthony, that he was detaining these families, they're families from Central America. They're not families from Mexico. Do you know that? Look at this response from this guy from that post. Look at that. I'm going to read to you in Spanish. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm going to flip the camera on you guys. Look at that. So you guys will watch it. And the people that know how to read Spanish. That is the name of the guy. It says, bueno, desde hoy voy a empezar a alertar a todo hondureño. Well, from now on, I'm going to alert every Honduran that when they go up north, they take their pistol and with a big amount of ammunition. Ya vamos a ver si guerra quieren estos mexicanos culecos. We will know if these Mexican culecos want war they're going to get. But si es policía y si es civil, no importa. If it is a police officer or a civil, it doesn't matter. Usen sus armas, hondureños. Use your weapons, Hondurans. Denle buen uso. Make good use of it. Y hagan patria a esos mexicanos. And make these Mexicans pay. Están matando a los migrantes, esos mentados policías federales. They're killing the migrants, those federal police officers. They're killing children. Así que nunca, aunque sea policía, no le tengan lástima. Although if it is a police officer, don't feel petty for them. Am I racist with that? Am I racist with that? You guys don't live in Mexico. You guys don't live where we're getting invaded. This is an invasion, people, to our sovereignty, Mexico. And if a guy wants to stand in America and defend his country, go ahead, leave him. That is his country. You guys don't even know the facts, and you're telling him you are betraying your own people. What people? Anthony's not from El Salvador, Guatemala, or Honduras. Do you guys check which people they're crossing? We got facts, people. And you know what? I'm going to hit you in the face right now. All in the face for you guys. You guys to know how it is like right now in Mexico. That our government, we got 68 million people that they don't have Social Security in our country. They don't got Social Security. But we got a person, her name is Catherine Sofia Giron Martinez, and she has a CURP and an RFC. That is the code for being a contributor in Mexico. This actually gives you the right to register as a Mexican citizen. Now, not only that, Catherine, do you know what she has? She has a Social Security number. Now, she's registered, but that they can pay it, Oscar. They can pay it. Yeah, but they're not supposed to be suffering? Where are they getting this money to pay this? If they have enough money to pay a social security, they have enough money to stay in their country. Why are they migrating and living out of our tax peso? And if the government is paying for it, why we got 68 million people without no social security in Mexico? Not only that, she's from El Salvador, right there, humanitarian visa. Do you think that's right? Do you think that's right? Are we coming in first place, second place, or third? We're not even on the top fifth place. They're leaving us behind. We're getting replaced over here. And you guys over there commentating this Univision and Telemundo pieces of crap talking about people are racist. This is a new world order, people. They don't want no borders. Do you know how many Mexicans are suffering in Ciudad de Mexico? Go to Ciudad de Mexico and ask how many Mexicans are suffering. Do you know I can make a phone call right now and talk to the guy in Chiapas? And I can ask him. I told him the other day, brother, we're getting invaded. The guy that is a journalist. And he said, no, they're taking away our land. But you guys are defending this, right? You guys are defending this? Oh, poor people. Poor people who? Poor people us. First us. We're supposed to be first. And if they want to migrate, like the Pact says, migrate peacefully, documented, and with a purpose. Migrate peacefully, documented, and with a purpose. There's a lot of people stealing. There's a lot of people shoplifting. There's a lot of people raping our women. And you guys are complaining about a guy that he didn't even touch no immigrants. He just stopped them and said, stop right here. Somebody's going to come and get you. Because he's defending America against illegal immigrants from Central America. And he's racist. But I'm racist too because I'm defending Mexico. What are you going to talk about right now? You live in Texas. You don't live in Mexico. You live in Texas or you live in El Paso. All these people that are talking crap. You don't live in my country. What are you talking about? We got facts, people. And all the Mexicans are tired of this caravans. Read about the caravans first before opening your mouth and complaining. And all these activists that they're coming in my feed and talking about licking the white man's feet. You don't even know. What are you coming telling in my face? All these activists that I've been around the shelters, you're keyboard warriors. You don't do nothing. Because these are facts. This is the truth. We're getting invaded in our own country. And our president is not giving a damn about nothing. Hopefully, this information, it will get to you a little bit. Hearing it by a person that it was born in Tijuana, that lives in Tijuana, and that is a Mexican citizen. Hopefully this information will get into your little nutshell right here that you got. Hopefully it will get there. That we are suffering over here because of these caravans. And the people in Chiapas, the indigenous, are suffering. Hopefully you guys will understand that this is an invasion. It's a migrant movement. There's a smoke screen as migrants that they're moving. And they're migrating to the United States. They're taking away our land. We're taking away their land. We're going to invade. What about Mexicans? Do you guys know how they think of us? How they think of us? I just read you a post of a guy. Do you guys know about that? How these people think of us. These activists. I don't have nothing against People from El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, they're beautiful people. The ones that they want to migrate good, man, I have taken clothing, I have taken bags of clothes, food to the shelters, to the good people, the women and the children. But these people that they're bringing violence and delinquency, and they're committing homicides, and they're violating our women and raping them, and they're trafficking children, do you think that they deserve a chance better than a person that is, you probably, that you're a Mexican, you're living illegally in the United States, and you're working every day in the field picking, I don't know, tomatoes or whatever, working construction, and illegally you're working over there, and you're like, damn, man, I have to watch out for immigration, but I'm making a buck so I can send it back home. Do you think that these kind of people deserve a better chance than you? Come on. And you're talking about me being racist? I'm not. I'm a Mexican nationalist. I talk about my country. I defend my country, and I love Mexico. And one day I will think that we will become a first-class world country. That is a dream that it will never come through because corruption is too big over here. You guys know it. But this is unfair. And you guys opening your mouth without knowing the facts, it's unfair. You're just hating on somebody that you guys don't even know about, the UN Pact, the United Nations Pact. Read about it. How many countries there are. Why these people don't move to Canada. It's in the Pact. Why didn't they move to France, Germany, Spain, Italy? It's in the Pact. Do you know why Chile got out of it? Do you know why Brazil got out of it? Because of all of this. Do you know why the Republican Dominican doesn't want to be in it anymore? Please, people. Please, this goes out to all Mexican citizens and to all Hispanics in the United States. For the people that they don't know about the UN Pact. Gente, paisanos, homies, the real homies. The good ones. And not even the good ones, I don't care. To all the Mexicans, the people, man, la raza, toda la raza. We always had fought to do things right in a one way. And we always have fought for the dream to live in America and to work good and to have our children grow up in a good neighborhood without being in a gang, without being involved in some particular problem, to grow up and be a doctor or a lawyer. And we're waiting for that opportunity, paisano. We're waiting for that. And it's unfair that we're not getting that. And this caravan, they're getting that opportunity over us. Not only that, they're hurting our sovereignty over here in Mexico, in our economy. Primero la raza. Viva la raza. Viva nosotros. Primero nosotros. ¿Dónde están, pues? Defender la patria. Defender nosotros. ¿Dónde está ese orgullo mexicano? ¿Dónde está? ¿Por qué le dicen racista a una persona que está defendiendo su país? ¿Por qué me vas a llamar a mí racista si yo quiero defender a mi país? De este nuevo orden mundial que se está dejando venir. Y esta gente que nomás teclea y hace las cosas y me odia y me dice insultos, pero no son hombres para decirlo de cara a cara. You guys know that we are a man of our words and pride is number one. So let's just read a little bit, people, of what is going on in our country and what is going on in America. And after that, you read the UN Pact, how is an impact in our country in Mexico, and how is an impact in the economy in the United States. You will start, ay, cabrón. The hell? I was not agreeing with it at first. I was like, no, man, this is unhuman. No, it's not. It's unhuman for us. I can go to a part where there's all Mexican deported people, Do you know that I went a couple weeks ago to it was like a pond, a jungle, that the Mexican deported are living on bushes. And I asked them, do you think this is fair? No, it's not, man. They're giving advantages to them. They're giving bonuses to them, and we're not getting anything. We're not even getting water. So why are you calling us racist? If we're defending the Hispanic community, we're defending Mexico. We're defending our rights. We're defending from this invasion. Come on. Everybody deserves the right to migrate. But a la cola. There's a line. There's a line. There's a lot of Mexicans that they want to go there too. There's a line. Don't you think it's fair? It was great talking to you guys. Phenomenal talking to you guys. I wanted to read you this because I needed to expose it. And I needed you to listen to a person that is from Mexico, from this country, from Tijuana, and that is telling you guys the way it is. And the people that, conservative Anthony stopped, they were not from Mexico. They were not. This has been going on for days. And Univision, you're a liar. You're a liar. These people are never hurt no immigrant. They never threatened no immigrant. This group, they never pulled no gun and no face to no immigrant. They never done nothing like that. You're lying. Like you always do. You're lying. It's fake news. Univision, fake news all the time. You're fake. And you're making everybody else think that this group is racist. Now you got to tell me that I'm racist? It's going to be a joke when you pull that out. Really, people are going to laugh about it. I'm going to laugh about it when you just start putting my picture. This guy's racist, and this guy, he has naked pictures and all this stuff. So he's, oh my God, he's so racist. Hell with you if you think I'm racist or not. First here, then over there. These people, man, these people have the nerve of opening their mouth without reading first. Come on. Do you know how Angola, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Congo, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, Rusia, países de Asia, países del Middle East, countries from the Middle East, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Salvador, all of them are coming in from the south. Where is us? Do you think that many Mexicans are in that caravan? I have been there. How many do you think they are? Cubans. Get the facts straight, people. Get the facts straight, really. All right, people. It was nice talking to you. Viva la raza. Primero nosotros. Primero nosotros, carajo, hombre. Primero nosotros. First Mexicans, hombre. Stay safe, everybody. God bless everybody. God bless America. God bless all the people in America. God bless my country, Mexico. God bless the Mexican people, that they're hardworking people, that, they do their hard work to bring the bread to the house. And our customs, our beautiful customs in our country. God bless all the people that are risking their lives every day to work. Over there in the United States, they're Mexicans. One day it will come, people. Have faith. One day God will help us, and they will give us a permit to work in the United States. They will give us a permit to work. But God bless, that country that has given us a lot, that is America, to our border, Tijuana. And God bless our country that is suffering right now, that has always been suffering. It's always been suffering. So it was nice talking to you guys. It was beautiful talking to you guys. Stay safe. And I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Peace and love, everybody. And always your country first. Stay safe.